Hi there, Shannon West here, back with another version of 5 cards in 10 minutes. I've got these adorable heart designer series paper cards to show you. Can you really make 5 cards in 10 minutes? Let's find out. I'm starting off with 5 pieces of designer series paper from the Abstract Beauty pack of paper. I love this paper. It's so cute. And there are so many different choices, but these are the 5 I picked. I really tried to pay attention to them having similar colors because there were other colors in the pack. I'll show the back side. So I really focused on pink, mustard yellow colors, and blue, making sure that each piece had at least some combination of those so that when you get the 5 cards together, then they look nice. And I'm going to cut these up. Here's the little map that I'll be following along with. So these are 4 by 6 inches, and so this is the map here. So we're going to cut out one piece that's 3 by 3, one piece that's 2.5 by 2.5, and then a strip that's 1/2 of an inch by 4. And then there will be a little bit left over too that you can save for other embellishments for another day. And then I've got 5 card bases that look great with the designer series paper. So Night of Navy, Just Jade, I believe this one was Bumblebee, Blushing Bride, and Basic White. So we'll start with those. But well, first we'll start with our cutting. So when cutting these and following along with that map, I'll bring that back in and kind of set it right here so you can follow along. So I'll cut the 3 by 3 first because it is the biggest piece. And I've got 5 layers here. Let's see. So I want to go, let's see, what is it? 13 at the top. Oh, I usually cut from the bottom end of my paper trimmer. So there is one cut, and it doesn't, with 5 sheets, it doesn't go all the way through. Oh, it did. Went all the way through all 5. So it doesn't always do that. So you kind of have to watch that and just make sure. And let's put that there. And we'll do right up to the line there. Now I realize I only cut 2.5 before. So that must be 12.5 at the top, not 13. Let's try that again. Note to self, just use the bottom of the paper cutter next time you're going to make a video, Shannon. Okay, let's see if we can get this lined up and match those up. Perfect. So we've got our 5 3 by 3 pieces, almost. And now let's cut the 2.5 by 2.5 piece. So let's see, I'll do it this way. See if we can get all those layers at once. Did we do it? We did, woohoo! Okay, so now we've got the smaller piece, 2.5 by 2.5. All 5 of those, and now we need a 1/2 inch piece that is 4 inches long. Okay, so we now have all of our pieces cut out, and so we can move the map out of the way. We're finished with that. Now is the pattern mixing, my favorite part, where you take the 5 card bases and lay them out, and then you mix and match the pieces and see what works with what. Okay, now the next step is to punch these hearts in the 2.5-inch piece. And because these are smaller than the punch, like it's difficult to see the middle once you get it into the punch. So here's a little tip that you can use. Just get a Post-it note. I've got one right here. Let's see. And we'll punch a heart out of the Post-it note first. This is easier to get lined up because it sticks out a little further on all the sides so you can see it. Okay, then we have our pattern to use for the rest of them. So you take a 2.5-inch piece and then you just put it right in the center of the Post-it note. And now we know exactly where to punch. You can punch before you cut these out, but sometimes it's also hard to get it in the middle too when you're punching from a bigger piece of designer series paper. So this is just one tip that worked really well for me. All of the hearts are now punched out, and it's time to start doing some assembling. So when assembling this portion with the heart, you can then, so assemble this part first and then put that layer down with dimensionals. And then at this point you can take the heart and see if it enhances the look of the card or if it takes away from it. Like that one I would say takes away from it. And that's exactly the same. So depending on how the pairings go, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, in which case you can just leave an open heart. But if it enhances, then you can put that heart on the inside. All 5 cards now are matched and assembled, and hopefully you have the idea now about when the center either enhances or doesn't. So that one was the same, the way those patterns worked out, so no point in putting that in there. But this one I really liked how the flowers brought the color scheme together with the orange and yellow here and blue and pink all together. And then I've got 3 hearts left over, so I can go back through and check everything, say, oh, would that look good in there? I kind of like that pattern showing through. So not all of them are improved by flipping over the heart and adding it to it, but I love the way that one turned out. So fun. So many different options. Such a fun game to play, this pattern mixing business. Let's stop there. Now the next step is to add a little piece of white baker's twine to each card, and then it's time to stamp. In fact, let's stamp first. I've got this adorable little happy birthday stamp from the Timeless Tulips stamp set, and this is going to be a pack of happy birthday cards. So let's just add the happy birthday in Night of Navy. I picked that color because it's the darkest of this color scheme, and so it will work on all of the cards. This one is more like a tone on tone, but you can see it really well. And navy is such a great color too because it's, you know, a neutral, and so it really goes with everything. And I've also got some iridescent rhinestone basic jewels. I love these. These are kind of magic because when you add them to the card, they take on the color of the card. Well, a lot of the jewels do that, but I really like the way these do it, especially with this set of cards. So adding 3 rhinestones there and just a little bit of baker's twine to finish these off. All 5 cards are complete, and we have a beautiful stack of cards, birthday cards, created with the Abstract Beauty Designer Series paper. I love giving these packs of cards away to, you know, people that I need a little gift for. Just package them up like this and put them inside a little box, cello box or cello bag, and make somebody's day. So can you really make 5 cards in 10 minutes? Give it a try and you tell me. See you next time. Bye-bye.